Hello, my name's Jane, and today we're going to be making a stencil and then using that to watch how colour can change on fabric. The fabric that we're going to be using is turmeric, and it's going to be dyed using a natural dye. Turmeric's usually used for food, so if you ever see any bright yellow food, the chances are that they may have used turmeric in it. But it can also be used as a natural dye to dye fabric. And one of the great things about it is that it's a natural dye. But one of the downsides is that if you put it out in sunlight or if you wash it, the colour comes out. And that colour coming out is called light fastness. And so if we were in a textile science lab, that would be a bad thing for clothes, because that would mean that your clothes would change colour every time you washed them or if you went out in sunshine, which you wouldn't want. But for this activity, it's really good, because if we make a stencil and then put that over the fabric, we can make some parts of the fabric disappear and some parts that stay. Now this takes quite a long time, it can take up to 4 weeks. So let's start with the activity. For this activity you will need the pencil, scissors, the tape, the yellow fabric and the 2 sheets of black paper from your pack. To make your stencil, the first thing you need to do is to roughly draw around your fabric so you know roughly what size to make your stencil. So then you can draw anything inside the rectangle that you've just made. So remember, with a stencil, if you draw a shape, you're going to cut out everything that's inside of your shape. So if you want to have anything inside it, you have to draw little bridges so that you can have things inside your shape. Now don't worry if you make any mistakes, you can always correct them on here, because this is only going to be a stencil so that it can make the fabric change colour when it's on your window. So to cut out your stencil, what you'll need to do is to fold your paper over and put in a little slit. Once you've done that, you can then cut out up to the line and cut around the pattern that you want to make. So you can make this pattern as complicated or as simple as you like. You might want to do something with an Easter theme. You might want to create your own stencil monster. Or you might go for something like a bunch of flowers. The choice is yours. So remember to fold over your paper to make the first cut. So don't forget, if you want to have anything inside your shape, you need to put little bridges of paper across. So once you've cut out your stencil, the next thing to do is to use your tape and put some tape across the top bottom. And the sides of your fabric. And when you turn it round, you have your stencil with your fabric showing through. Next thing that you're going to need to do is to fasten this to your window, and then once that's on your window and it goes onto your window with this facing the inside of your house, then put another piece of paper on top and put masking tape all around again. You can then leave that for a week, and what you might want to do is to just lift up one of the sides and check whether there's been any colour change. You could also record that on the table that comes in the pack. After about 4 weeks, you'll start to see that the place where your stencil has been open and in contact with the light will have faded and changed colour. I hope you enjoyed making the stencil and getting everything set up. Don't forget that it might take a while before you see any colour change, so please be patient and enjoy.